right, guys, welcome back. So we've got a cool little project in the shop here. We have an Evo 9 Haltech equipped. It's got a built motor, all the goodies. It's been running a 6466 for a couple years, and we decided to upgrade to, this is also a 6466, but it's going to be an Apex turbo with our hubless compressor wheel. Check this thing out. I couldn't believe it when I opened it up. Polished, stainless turbine housing. Super nice. Billet center section, obviously. All the good stuff. So we're going to be doing some baseline numbers right now. We loaded the car up the way that it sits. I think we'll do maybe 3 or 4 different boost levels. Then we're going to bolt up this guy. We're going to load it back on the dyno, do the same boost levels, and see how it lines up. See what the results are. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. So I want you guys to leave a comment below and let me know what you think. 6466 versus a hubless Apex 6466. What is it going to do? More power? Better spool? Less power? Leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Yeah, so we did our first pull. That was pump gas, 27 pounds of boost, which is our target boost pressure on pump gas, and the lowest boost pressure target on E85. I believe it made 550 on the Mustang dyno on 93 octane fuel. Not bad at all. What do you think?
Not at all. Sounded good.
So we just did our pull at 29 PSI. We're still doing the baseline pulls on the first turbo, and the car's hitting target AFR good, but it's starting to add fuel to hit that target AFR. I'm looking at the log, I'm looking at fuel pressure. This blue line is fuel pressure. This red line is boost. So boost builds and holds. The fuel pressure should do the same. It should come up here and hold. It should mirror that. And you can see it's not only choppy, but you can tell it's falling off. So before we go any further, we got to figure out what's going on with the fueling issue. It could be maybe like a wiring issue with one of the relays, maybe one of the hoses to the fuel pump hanger. I'm assuming this car is a double pumper, so we'll look into that stuff. Maybe upgrade his fuel pump. Either way, to do these pulls safely, I want to fix the fuel pressure issue. So that's what we're going to do now. All right, so that ended up being a pretty quick fix. The secondary fuel pump was bad. It kept blowing the fuse. So every time the secondary fuel pump would come on, it would blow the fuse. We have a 30 amp fuse for that fuel pump, and it would blow it every single time. So we looked over the wiring. You know, it could be a short to ground. It ended up being a bad fuel pump. We replaced the fuel pump, and now when it's engaged, it turns on, turns off, and you can engage it and disengage it, and it doesn't blow the fuse. So we got the fuel pump thing taken care of, and we're going to finish with our baseline pulls. We got 2 boost levels to still do. We did our 27 pound boost level and our 30 pound boost level already. We're going to do 35 and 40. So we'll have 4 different data sets to compare to the new turbo. Let's do it. All right, last pull. We just did our 35 pound full. It made 705 at 35 pounds. Here comes 40 pounds. right, we got a really nice looking data set here. So we've got 29, 34, and 38. So that's actually the boost that it made, and we're gonna try and achieve those same boost targets with the Apex Turbo. And yeah, really, really nice running car. I think it's a great candidate to do this comparison on. We're gonna go talk to Andrew because he upgraded this customer from a 6466 to a 6466. So let's see what he has to say about that. Just something for you guys to keep in mind. We stock a lot of OEM parts here. So if you need something OEM, you're in the area, chances are we're gonna have it in stock and ready to go. So a lot of our website orders we can ship right away too. But we're gonna put Andrew on the spot, see what he has to say about this. All right, Andrew.
What's up?
You upgraded a customer from a 6466 to a 6466.
Yes, we did.
What do you have to say about that?
From all the testing we've done, it should make more power without sacrifice to any spool, which is what the customer was looking for. So.
Yeah, because Jose, it's more of a street car, so we don't want to sacrifice any spool, and he wanted more power, so.
I'll see what it does.
How confident are you, Andrew?
We'll find out.
All right, we're in the process of removing the turbocharger. We've got the radiator out of our way. A couple of the lines off, wastegate lines off. The return line is off. We got the intercooler pipe off. So we're in pretty good shape here. And that polished turbine housing is gonna look really nice on that AMS coated manifold. All right, we got this bad boy bolted on. We're gonna have to do something with the lower pipe. Probably gonna have to cut off this outlet and do a 45 heading down right away because it's kind of interfering with that motor mount. And if we extend the pipe like this, it's gonna hit the radiator. So we're gonna have to do something with that, but man, it fits up nice. Polished housing on that AMS manifold. The AMS O2 housing is really nice too. So making progress, just do a little bit of fab on that turbo outlet and we're ready to go. Look at that. I'm super happy with how that turned out. So because of the clearance, or the lack of clearance, I should say, that we have around, like there's the engine mount that's right there. The radiator sits right here. There's the dump tube. I don't know if you can see it right there. I mean, it is tight and we wanted to keep the outlet 3-inch. So that was our way of doing it. It clears everything really nicely. We'll have a nice bubble coupler on the end to allow for some play. We should be set. Super happy with that, how that turned out. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. So that's what we're looking like with the radiator in. It's kind of hard to tell. I'll bring you guys down there to check it out, but we've got just enough clearance everywhere for that full 3-inch setup. This is what we ended up with, and I'm very happy with the clearance we got. Clearance around everything, motor mount, radiator, dump tube. And then here's the lower pipe that we fabbed up. And then be full 3-inch. There's bead rolls on each end. .45 coupler really helped right there. If we wouldn't have used the .45 coupler, the pipe coming straight out of the intercooler would have hit the bumper. We would have had to trim the bumper a lot, so. Hey guys, all right, we're back on the dyno. We've got the new turbo on there, and I thought I'd show you guys a little something. So see that. That looks like a pretty decent angle. Got ethanol percentage and gear. So that's the boost target based on ethanol percentage and gear. And then we have all these different map slots here at the bottom. These different map slots are associated with our map switch. I don't know if you can see it in there, it's kind of dark. There's a map switch right here. So we switch to different boost levels or different maps via those different slots. So try and show you. So we've got different boost targets here in this map slot. Different boost target on this map slot. All right, so we did another turbo comparison and there was a lot of back pressure talk. You know, it would be ideal to have a back pressure sensor, but we don't have one in this car. But we do know what happened to back pressure. We don't know the exact numbers, but we definitely know the trend and we definitely know if it's going up or going down based on what happened when we changed turbos. So there's two forces that act on the wastegate to open it, right? You've got boost pressure on the bottom of the diaphragm pushing up, right? And then you've got the back pressure or the drive pressure pushing on the bottom of the valve. The wastegate opened up at 28 PSI when it overcame the 35 PSI spring, right? So we don't know what back pressure is. We're gonna call that X, but we do know that 28 PSI plus X overcame the 35, right? So we do know that X is our back pressure, right? So let's say that we put the new turbo on and at the same settings, at the same boost control settings or the same ratio, now it's opening at 32 PSI, right? So we got 32 plus X equals 35, right? So although we don't know the back pressure number, you can easily see what's happening to X, right? In this equation, X is 7, right? In this equation, X is only 3. So we saw that back pressure went down. When boost pressure increases on the same settings, back pressure is going down. Exactly how much? We don't know exactly how much. We just know that trend. So we know that back pressure is trending down on the new turbo, on the Apex Turbo. That's usually a sign that's going to make more power. If a back pressure is down at the same boost level, that engine is going to breathe better. It's got less resistance to the exhaust coming out of the engine. So it's just going to be a better performing air pump and make more power. So that's basically back pressure in a nutshell. You can tell what's going on without a sensor. You don't know exact numbers, but you've got an idea. We're quizzing you on this at the end of the video. All right, guys, so we did our 3 different boost levels on both turbos. We have the results, and they're pretty surprising. So basically, the Apex Turbo spooled up. We looked at the dyno sheets, about 60 RPM slower than the Gen 2 6466. So you lost 60 RPM spool, which, to be honest with you, you're not going to even feel. Right? 60 RPM spool is almost nothing, but we did gain a bunch top end. So come on over here and check it out. So this is our 29 PSI dyno sheet. You can see the little bit of spool we lost versus the top end that we gained. So right there, that is about 40 horsepower gain. We went from 615 to 654. I might have. This one, he was making just under 700 at 34 PSI. Now it's making 732, so another 30, 40 horsepower jump. You can see the loss in spool, negligible, huge gain top end. And then this is 38 PSI. Same thing, tiny little difference in spool. This one he gained, he went from 751 to 798. So basically 50 horse gain top end at the same boost level. So something else to note, guys, This is a Gen 2 6466 compared to the Apex 6466. So there is a newer next gen 6466 that might be a better comparison to the Apex. So I've never seen anybody compare the Gen 2 to the next gen 64. So if the gains are similar, you know, I think that might be a better comparison, but I don't really know. We used what was on the car, and that was a Gen 2 6466. So I just want to make that clear for anybody trying to analyze this results and you know, make use of the information. So this guy was set up at 40 pounds of boost. It's a street car. We're going to now set him up at 45 pounds. So this turbo's loving it. The car made over 800 at 40 pounds, or this is 38 pounds. So this thing is going to really start cranking once we move it up. So we plan on getting to about 45 PSI, and it's going to be a handful for him, for sure. So let's keep going. All right, so we ended up going past the 38, 39 pounds that we did the turbo comparison on. And you guys check out the pull. The clutch started slipping. So we're gonna give the customer a call, give them the option to do the clutch and keep going at the 45 PSI or try to achieve that 45 PSI, or just tell him to keep the boost down for a while and he can enjoy the car the way that it sits, because the clutch doesn't slip until you turn the power way up. Jose said, heck yeah, I want 45 pounds. We got the clutch here. I'm gonna stick it in there and get it back on the dyno. Oh, that's a nice shot of that lower pipe sound. Look at that. Cool. All right. So we got the clutch out. There's new clutch here. Flywheel resurfaced. We're changing him over to a triple disc, given that he's going to be making a bunch more power now. It's kind of at the limit of that twin. Once you get, you know, to the 900,000 horsepower range, we tend to recommend the triple disc. So that's what we're going to. We're going to get it back in the car, back on the dyno.
Oh, you're right.
Sounds good. So we got the turbo testing done, and we've got you here at the shop to check out the car. The results are in. We already know that it accomplished what we wanted to, right? You were here to make a little bit more power and not sacrifice spool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it definitely did that, but we want to see how much power this 64 can really make. So, no 64 has ever cleared 900 wheel on this dyno, and I think this one won't have a problem doing it. So,
I hope so.
that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I hope it makes over 900 for sure.
We don't have to hope.
What do you think about that, Jose?
Yeah.
That number?
That's a good number right there. Oh, yeah. I'm happy. Definitely. Are you happy?
I mean, how could you not be?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I said this thing was going to clear 900, 45 pounds of boost, and it's cleared 900. I mean, that's insane. You know, especially for a 64 millimeter, and it doesn't show signs of letting up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's plenty of power. If you want to push it more, you know, we can go to the racetrack and do that. It's tuned, it's ready to go. We've got them on a mode switch that allows us to do 30 pounds, 35 pounds, 40 pounds, 45 pounds, whatever you want.
Yeah,
so it's really nice because then he doesn't have to have it at 900 wheel horsepower all the time. So mission accomplished, wouldn't you say?
Oh, thank you.
No
Hey,
problem.
thank you,
My
Dylan.
pleasure.